Yes, I'm going with a different look tonight. Yeah, these are very old glasses that I read, but I wanted to get you in a 5-minute update. Red Sox, Patriots as well. Patriots played a great game on Sunday. I know it wasn't pretty. I know they had a lot of penalties, but they came away with a win. And, there's some parallels between what the Patriots did yesterday late in the game. Now Miami made mistakes. This will be heavy Red Sox, but I just wanted to make this point. I thought the Patriots handled adversity with flying colors. And I feel like the Red Sox team has gone through a ton this year. And they're over 500 for the first time since 21, using 14 different starting pitchers, trading their best player, using a lot of rookies, tons of injuries like other teams, but still able to keep their head above water. They have one of the 3 best pitchers in baseball. They have the best closer in baseball. They have one of the best leaders in Bregman. They have a terrific manager in Alex Cora, and they have a really cool crop of young players. Pedro Martinez said the way to go is through the kids. Fred Lynn told me that once. I remember Fred Lynn when I was in Portland. I was at Hadlock Field. He was there visiting. And he told me he was really tight with the owners. And he said, and this was years ago, and he said, you got to go back to your own players. That's what we had. And I remember him saying, there's this thing about player development, that player development just happened now. That was what we saw a lot in the 70s. A lot of the players, back in the day were from, especially once the 60s got the draft, but Fred Lynn made a great point to me that I'll never forget. Look at the core of our team in 75. It's all homegrown. This isn't anything new. And I'm excited about that next chapter because Crochet is a young player. Bregman won't be around forever, but Narvaez, Rafaela, Abreu, Duran possibly. Duran's a little older. But with that young core of pitching with Tolle, and now Connolly Early finds himself, he could be one of the biggest pieces for the Red Sox down the stretch. Because out of necessity, they need him. They saw him once. He's repeating his start against the A's again, which some would say that's not always a good thing. We'll see how he adjusts. But the bottom line is this. You feel pretty good about your top 3 starters. You need someone through everything that happened here. Through the injuries to Dobbins, to Fitz, to failed attempts with May and Buehler, to Tolle getting his innings limited, they must call upon Connolly Early, who they passed up Kyle Harrison. Think about how many different layers, how many guys before it got to Early who strikes out 11 in his major league debut and could end up being a huge piece down the stretch. If he, don't expect him to do what he did in Sacramento, but if he can be a number 4 in the big leagues right now, because you don't need a 5. Let's not worry about that. Let's just worry about what's coming up. He's going to start game 1. We now write another chapter in this really amazing season to me. I think the Red Sox have overachieved already. But now you have a young guy who began the year in Portland, Maine, and maybe thought, will I even get up to Worcester? Gets up to Worcester, some nerves at the beginning. The strike zone gets smaller in AAA. He figures it out. And when Tolle came up, we're all like, that's the guy. But, I think we kind of knew the innings. And now, Mr. Connolly Early. What a script this could be. 3 games over Texas, 12 to go. You don't want to tie Texas. You can tie Houston. And this should be a lot of fun. Day by day, Tuesday, the Red Sox are home against the A's. Let's just take 2 of 3. That's all I'm asking. And this is a 5-minute update. Hope you have a great night. We'll talk to you soon. Go Sox.